Hi there, I'm going to show you how to make one of my stuffed paratha recipes. I'm actually on a forum, B.I.R curries, all one word, .co.uk. One of the members on there, feel free to laugh, is called Burning Ring, also known as Len. He's asked about these stuffed parathas and asked would I do a video and show him one of the recipes. So here's the ingredients: a tablespoon of butter and a tablespoon of oil, a teaspoon of cumin seeds, a teaspoon of paran, I think that's the right pronunciation. These are the seeds of a cardamom pod, not very big, taken out using the back, and then use the back of a knife to crush them down to a powder. A teaspoon of chili powder. You adjust this to your heat level. This won't make them burning hot, they'll have a nice warmth to them. Teaspoon of coriander powder, a teaspoon of garam masala, teaspoon and a quarter of salt. Again, adjust this to your level. Start with a teaspoon, make the mixture, try it. If you think it needs a little bit more, add a little bit more. I wouldn't go less than a teaspoon. And this is just slightly under half a teaspoon. I don't know the correct pronunciation. Is it amchur powder? Mango powder. Don't go mad with this, it can really overpower very quickly. So like I say, I like to use just under half a teaspoon. Just using a regular old English teaspoon. The American teaspoons are slightly bigger. Right, let's get some cooking. Nearly forgot, good 2 tablespoons of chopped coriander. Okay, let's get some fire in this. Put it up. I'm putting it up full, just to warm it up. I know I could have warmed it up first, but I like to show you all of it. I want to get this fairly hot. In with the paran. Cumin seeds. See the heat's right because it's sizzling and popping as soon as they go in. The cardamom powder that is now. And you see the butter's just starting to brown. Now turn the heat off. coriander powder, chili powder. Turn the heat off because these two we don't want to burn. It's nice light sizzle. Alright, put that to one side and leave to cool. Obviously I've done the dough is the roti chapati dough. I've done a video already on that on YouTube, so we don't need to go through that. Potatoes, I'll show you them in a second. Basically boil them in the skin until they're well cooked and then peel them. Okay, everything's cooled down. Here there is just over a kilo of potato. You can see they break up quite easily. Into this is the garam masala. Don't want the garam masala cooking. The salt. And the mango powder. And the mixture that we made and allow it to cool down. And a fresh chopped coriander. Waste not, want not. I'm getting there with pork. I'm doing this with my hands now. It'll take a few minutes. Try and get all the lumps out, because when you make this stuffing for the paratha, they'll stick through the bread. Oh, and I know you thought that I'd missed some. Get some of this. No. Alright, so just get this all mixed up. Okay, that's all mixed up. Grab yourself a little bit of it, give it a taste. For me, that's perfect. Don't need any more salt adding, anything adding. When you taste this, you're going to get layers of flavour in your mouth, and the chilli from it should hit last. I don't. It's hard to. It's very hard to describe. But do remember that you're tasting this on its own. This is a filling for the paratha. Obviously, once you're eating this with paratha, it will the flavour will slightly be milder than tasting it straight from here. So this, if anything, I would say is on the salty side. But like I say, once it's mixed and made into a paratha, that salt then and all the flavours in here is going to be distributed with the paratha. Okay, this is the making of the paratha. Like I said, the dough, my video's already out there for you to make this. It should be really nice and soft. I put a bit of oil in the bottom of here, put it in, swish it around, cover it, flip it over, swish it around, and just using the cheap bags, cover it up, leave it on the worktop until it's ready to be used. The mixture for the paratha, whatever size you make this, that's basically the amount of dough that you want as well. This is like an oversized golf ball. Slightly too much. It's not hard and fast, but you're roughly wanting the same size. So the flour, I keep just this little tub filled with just plain flours in here that I can use when making chapatis. Roughly about 3 times the size, roughly. Goes on the slightly larger side. And pop your mixture in the middle, and then start bringing it all up and pinching it as you do it. And then it's just gather it all up, pinching. Hope you can see that. Basically just bringing it all in and pinching it together. Right. Then if you just dip that bottom into the flour and then pop it to one side on a dish or anything until you've done all the mixture. If you've got any mixture left, it depends how much you want to make. I would do the kilo at a time. This is going to do about between 7 and 8 paratha. If you've only made enough to do 4, but you've got the potato mixture left, then roll it into the balls, freeze them, and then bag. Once they're frozen, then bag them up. And then if you only want to make a couple of paratha, just take 2 of the mixture balls out of the freezer, let them defrost, and you've already got that side of things done. So this, it's important to let that sit. Why is it important to let it sit? the moisture out of the potato will moisten the inside of the dough. So when you roll it out, everything inside is sticking together. So I'm just going to make one just to show you on this video. So we'll just leave that a couple of minutes to rest. I say couple, 5 minutes minimum. Okay, that's a time to rest. To the flour again, just pat it down. Now these do roll out very easily. I've already got the pan on. If you're making a few, roll them all out into the balls so they've all got time to sit. Very lightly roll it, because like I say, it does roll out really easy. You don't want them too thin, about just under the thickness of a pound coin. Now I'm just going to move the camera onto the pan. Just tap off any excess flour onto the pan. Now I like to just pull it out slightly, only slightly, and I hope you can see it on the video. Just adjust this slightly, just so we see we can't oh yeah, get this, oh, sorry about that, a little better for you to see. You see there it's starting to change colour from the light, like the white, to like it's wet. Let's give it a check underneath, see any brown spots coming. The heat that I've got the tower on is just over halfway. If you have it too high, too hot, it'll burn before it has a chance to cook. Now I don't know if you can, I hope you can see it on the video, but now it's all turned from white. Starting to just get the brown spots on, and I mean just. So once you flipped it, it's a teaspoon of oil. This oil, it really helps to soften them, and also helps to just, because this is going to get flipped again, helps to just crisp up. You can use butter ghee if you want. Personally, I find the flavour of the butter ghee just a little bit too overpowering. I like to taste the filling. Just checking on the underside to make sure it's not burning. You can start to smell the filling. Right. Just going to flip that over. Just starting with little brown spots. Another teaspoon of oil. was a little bit shy on that, so feel this with the spatula. It's nice and it's really nice and soft. On the other side now, what I'm waiting for is to have some more darker brown spots. You can see them there now, and you can hear it. It's crisped it up. And I mean, it's only a light crispiness to it. It's not like a rock hard crispiness. They get hot. Flip it just to check the other side. You can see nice browned to it. Let's give it a few more seconds, that's all. Once you've made one, have some foil, red air kitchen foil, lay it onto it and then close it over. Right, that's done. Forgot to get a plate out, so I'll have to use the chopping board. That's that side. That's that side. I'll just cut this in half so you can see what it's like inside. Pull that back there so you can see the filling in it. If you want, you can roll these out a little bit thicker if you want to have that filling just that bit thicker, but personally this is how I like them. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please like down at the bottom there, and subscribe. Till next time, bye bye.